What's poppin', y'all? Okay, me, Ray Leah, Slim, Ken, the whole camp, we on the page and we having it's an interesting discussion because we're talking about, I made a post basically saying I'm just tired of meeting broke bitches who can't do nothing for a nigga, you know what I'm saying? And the conversation is actually getting pretty good, and I felt like it was necessary to make a video about this because let's just jump right into the shit, you know what I'm saying? Females are always talking about, what can a man do for me? I want a man who can do this. I want a nigga who got a job. I want a nigga who got a car. I want a nigga who got... goddamn, they damn near want a DNA test before they even fuck with you. And I guess in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, okay, you want a nigga to do all this shit for you. You want a nigga who got this and this and this and that. But yeah, you broke as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got two goddamn quarters to rub together, this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You on the bus. You live with your mama. You got a roommate. All kind of flaw shit. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like females need to be a little bit more realistic. You know what I'm saying? Stop having all these expectations for a nigga if your shit ain't right. You see what I'm saying? Like, stop having all these expectations for a man who got this, and that, the other, when your shit ain't even together. You dig what I'm saying? And I guess I take this situation more personally because a nigga like me, I know that I have a lot to offer. When I look at my situation, and I look at my lifestyle, and I look at my home, and I look at my bank account, and I look at a lot of things that is me, I feel like I have a lot to offer a woman outside of dick. You know what I'm saying? And it's difficult because when you meet a woman, you know what I'm saying, and you think to yourself, okay, as a man, okay, I know I have a lot to offer her, but at the same time, you don't want a woman that's looking at you as a paycheck either. You know what I'm saying? And then that's the hard part. I'm a firm believer that if you're going to date somebody, my personal opinion, if you're going to date somebody, I believe that you should date someone who is either on the same level as you. Well, let me scratch that. I think you should date somebody who has more than what you have. That's what I was trying to get into. That's what I firmly believe. I believe that if you're going to date somebody, you should always either date someone who either has more than what you have, or, as I was trying to say, they're either right here with you and they're trying to obtain more and trying to get to another level just like you are. You know what I'm saying? You should never lower your standards because, quite frankly, Oprah is not going to date a garbage man. Michelle Obama's not going to date Flavor Flav. You dig what I'm saying? So I think that when you date somebody, you should always try to reach and date somebody who has more than what you have. But don't get on no gold digging shit where that's just your sole motivation. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to date someone who has more than what you have, at least make sure that you got something to bring along to the table as well. So at least it won't be, at least you will be a help to the situation and not a liability and not a detriment, or not just looked at as a leech or whatever, or a gold digging bitch or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And straight up, I'm tired of meeting these nappy-headed, sneaker-wearing bitches, you know what I'm saying, who just want all these things from a man, but yeah, you ain't got nothing that you won't even have nothing that you can even bring to the table. It's not so to me, I feel like it's not, I just feel like it's not realistic. I do believe, yes, set your standards to a point that you do meet somebody who has, like I said earlier, you know what I'm saying, they have a little bit of something that they can offer you. Even if you have a child, they have something that they can offer you and your son or your daughter or your kids or whatever the case may be. But don't get into a mindset that you're just money driven or you're materialistic driven, that you miss out on a good nigga. Because a lot of y'all bitches, y'all will miss out on a good nigga fucking with that bullshit because all y'all want to do is just look for the material shit. You know what I'm saying? But I will be fair and say this. It's a lot of good people who got a bus pass. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. It's a lot of good people out there who got a bus pass. They may just be going through a time right now, and they may just be able to, and right now, you having a bus pass don't make you a bad person. You just may be going through a time right now. You just need help going to the next plateau in your life, or you got into a car accident and now you got to go back to the bus. Whatever the case may be, you know what I'm saying? So I believe in just getting to know a person for a person. Fuck what they got to offer you. Fuck what their bank account look like. Fuck what kind of car they driving. Fuck if they got a bus pass. Just get to know somebody for them. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you really care about somebody, if you really want to get to know somebody, you will help them build. You will help them you will help them become something better than what they already are. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all bitches, man, y'all, these 2012 bitches, y'all got a lot to learn. I'm just being real because they don't make women. It's almost like y'all just came out of like Steve Urkel's transformation chamber or some shit, and y'all are just like on a whole nother level. Because I feel like a lot of these females, man, they do not have a sense of how to be a woman. They don't have a sense of how to hold on and stay strong and really rock with your nigga during hard times. You dig what I'm saying? See, I remember, I don't remember, but I know that there was a time back when, in the 50s and 60s and so, when women knew how to be women. You know what I'm saying? They knew how to stay down for their nigga. They knew how to rock with him through the bad times and through the good times, and know that it will get better. Now, these bitches now, if you ain't got a little bit of something, they don't want nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I remember I met this girl, and it was a few years ago. I met this girl, and the first thing that she said to me was, I went to approach her to try to get a number, and the first thing she said to me was, well, do you got a job? You got a car? And I looked at her and I said, well, I do have a car, but I don't work a 9 to 5. And for those of you who know me, I don't work a 9 to 5 because, quite frankly, I don't have to, and because I do comedy and I do a lot of other stuff that is financially taking care of me and my family. You know what I mean? So a 9 to 5 is not something, I'm blessed that a 9 to 5 is not something that is a detriment for my household that I need to survive. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to work if I choose not to. You know, and I'm blessed to be able to say that. You know what I'm saying? Not even on no boastful shit. I'm just blessed to say that. So when Shorty asked me did I have a 9 to 5, I told her no. I said I don't work. I said, and before I could even finish my sentence, she was like, oh, red flag, oh, this and that like that. So then in her mind, I was a dope boy. I was all these different things, and I'm looking at her like, wow, you have no idea. You have no idea. Quite frankly, I'm the best thing that ever happened to you, but because of your ignorance and because I don't have a steady paycheck coming in, or what you deem to be a quote-unquote real job, you have no idea. Yeah, I can take care of you and then some, and you have no idea, you know what I'm saying? I mean, for all you know, my grandfather could have passed away, left me $2 million. You have no idea what my situation is like, but because in your mind, I don't actually get up and punch somebody's clock, I ain't worth shit. And then on top of that, I said to the bitch, I said, and even if I did get up and punch a clock, what the fuck make you think my paycheck coming to you? Motherfucker. You bitch. What the fuck make you think my paycheck is coming to you even if I was getting up punching a motherfucking clock? You see what I'm saying? So I just think that the motivation is wrong. And I just think that a lot of females, man, you know, we really just have to get to a place, man, that you just get to know somebody. Fuck the dumb shit. Fuck all the material shit, you know what I'm saying? Because once again, all that shit with patience, dedication, will come to pass. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like if a female can ask, what can a man do for me, then goddamn it, as a man, I can ask, what can a female do for me? Real shit. Because I got kids. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's appropriate. I mean, if a female can ask a question like, well, what can a man do for me? What can a man offer me? I think that it's appropriate that I ask the same question. What the fuck can you do for me outside of pussy? Because if the only thing you can offer me is pussy and a bad attitude, bitch, you can keep that shit and keep it moving. Real shit. I mean, and that's coming from a nigga like me. That's my opinion. I can't speak for nobody else. I can't speak for Slim. I can't speak for Ken. I can't speak for Kareem. I can't speak for nobody else on the page. But for me, if all you can offer me is pussy and a bad attitude and a smart ass mouth, there you go. Cause I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it. But if you can come into this bitch and you can turn this house into a home and you can cook a fucking meal, you know what I'm saying? And you can bring something to the table versus sitting back, you know what I'm saying, with your arms folded up, kicking, you know what I'm saying, with your legs kicked back and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, letting me bring the money in, then to me that's not the move. That's not the move. Because see, I feel like this. If I'm gonna spoil you, I'm gonna spoil you when I feel like it. I'm gonna spoil you at my leisure when I want to. I do for you when I want to. Not because you feel like it's mandatory. And that's what a man does. I'm telling any female that's watching this and you think I'm cute, whatever you want to get with me, I tell you right now, I do for you when I feel like it. And when I feel like doing for you, if I feel like spoiling the shit out of you, then let me do that. If I don't feel like it, I'm not going to do it. Because I don't want a female that feels like it's mandatory that because I'm a man or whatever like that I have to do these things. No, we ain't doing that. You know, we're not doing that. I would do for you when I'm good and damn well ready to. And you're going to appreciate it more. You know what I'm saying? Because I learned the hard way by going out spoiling the bitch every 2 seconds. So every time you turn around, I'm buying her this. And I mean, see, let me explain to you how I am. I'm the type of man that when I'm in love with somebody, like And I'm getting butterflies as I'm saying this shit. I'm getting butterflies as I'm saying this shit. But when I love somebody, like when I'm really in love, I think I am the definition of a perfect lover. I think that when any of you females are looking for a boyfriend, he should have my characteristics. And if you're not dating a man who has my characteristics, then in my opinion, you're settling for less. Because I'm the definition of a perfect lover. Let me explain to you what I mean when I say that. When I say I'm the definition of a perfect lover, I feel like, anybody who knows me knows I talk a lot of shit on Facebook. I talk a lot of shit, but I'm real and I'm truthful and I speak my mind. And I go hard for little shit. I go hard for Spanish people. I go hard for black people. I go hard for issues that I really feel passionately about. So if I'm willing to go that hard for simple shit, imagine how hard I'm willing to go for love and to show my woman that she's loved and that I really care about her. Think about that. So, because there's a lot of people who think I'm a bad person, and I just feel like, you have no idea. I just feel like you have no idea. And I understand that there's a perception of me on Facebook that some of y'all are just too ignorant to get past, and you guys can't understand that I am a man and I cry like you. I have feelings just like you. I eat, sleep, and shit just like you. And a lot of you think that I'm like from another planet, and you guys, are either intimidated or you can't get with me or whatever like that because of a perception that you guys have in your head. But I'm like so totally the opposite. And you can ask anybody who's rocked with me outside of Facebook that what you see on Facebook and the person that you get in real life is night and day. I am the definition of a perfect lover. I'm the type of boyfriend that I will buy you a dozen roses just because it's Tuesday. Has nothing to do with your birthday. I don't give a fuck if it's your birthday. Has nothing to do with some holiday that these white folks say that I should do something for you on Valentine's Day, something like that. I'm the type of nigga that I will buy you a dozen roses and have them mailed to your job and have them delivered to your job just because I thought about you. Just because I care. Just because I care. Real shit. Champagne popping, you know what I'm saying? Candles lit all around the room. That's me. That's me. But that's what I'm willing to do for love. If it's right. If it's not right, then why would I spoil a female who's not deserving of that? So I'm saying all that to basically say that I know my worth and I know that I'm the definition of a perfect lover. And I know a lot of you females, you know your worth and you know that you may be a perfect lover as well. But I think some of y'all, it's not all of y'all, but some of y'all go about it wrong. Some of y'all have a expectation or a sense of entitlement that a man should take care of me. One female told me flat out that, well, I'm going to sit at home and deal with the kids while a man works. And when she said that, I said, so while he's busting his ass and he's working, how are you financially contributing to the household? Well, I'm cooking and cleaning. I think that should be enough. No. No. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if we're talking about a partnership here, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like it's almost like a double standard. Like if a man sat at home and did nothing and contributed in no way to the house, you know what I'm saying? He'll be looked at as a lame, as a duck ass nigga, as a bum ass nigga, all these different names that these females come up with. But if a female was to sit her ass at home and not contribute and not do anything, then she's looked at as a housewife. You know, and to me, I'm real big on partnerships. I do for you, you do for me. You know what I'm saying? I be sweet to you, you be sweet to me. I just look at it as a partnership. We're partners. We're partners. And I just think that this relationship shit, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of this shit is kind of just, a lot of these expectations are unrealistic and overrated, in my judgment. You know, and females are quick to say, well, what can a man do for me? Or what about a man? No, this video ain't really about us. This video is addressing y'all. This video is really addressing y'all. But I feel like this, you know what I'm saying? Then females, when they do get a nigga who ain't maybe not doing what he's supposed to do, they quick to tell him, oh, you ain't being a man. You ain't a real man. Listen, and I want to make sure I really get this out in this video. Y'all females, y'all need to stop that shit. Real talk. A female, in my opinion, a female has no fucking place to tell a man he's not being a man. A female has no place to tell a man he's not being a man, he's not a man. You want to know why? Because you're not a man. You're not a man. You will never be a man. When fellas, listen to me very closely. When a female says to a man, you're not a man, you're not being a man, you want to know what they really mean? They mean that either A, you're not my father, you're not doing what my daddy did, or B, you're not some unrealistic version of a man that they created in their head, or that her homegirls are created in their head. Because women create an image of a man in their head. Because I feel like this: if a woman knew how to find a perfect man, why the fuck would she be with your lame ass and you ain't doing shit for her? So that just goes to show, females, they want you to be an unrealistic version of a man that they created in their head. So they say stuff like, you're not a man because of this, you're not a man because of that, you're not a man because of this, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a woman has no place to even, don't say shit to me. If a woman ever told me I'm not being a man, I'm going to go the fuck off. Because I'm going to look at her like, don't ever say no shit like that to me, because you have no right to ever say nothing like that to a man. Because you don't even understand what it's like to be a man. A black man at that. And I'm not even trying to play the race card. I'm just being real. A woman does not understand the pressures of being a man, let alone a black man. And a woman has no place to tell a man he's not being a man. That's just like a man telling a woman how it feels to give birth. That's just like a man telling a woman how it feels to give birth and say some shit like, oh, bitch, shut up and push. It don't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, as ridiculous as that scenario sounds, it's as ridiculous as a woman sounds telling a man that he's not a man. Because, I mean, if I do not know the pain of how it feels to give birth because I'm not a woman, how dare you suggest that you can understand the depths of what I go through as a man? You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's just the God's honest truth. You know what I'm saying? That's just the God's honest truth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and I just think that, you know, at the end of the day, man, people need to find somebody that fits them, that fits their situation, and that fits their program. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like before you knock a motherfucker, before you just come to a motherfucker and ask, can you offer me this? Can you offer me that? Or even have a list of rules or a list of expectations that you feel like a man should have before you fuck with him. Try to get to know a motherfucker first. Then see what he bout. Then if he's not rocking with your program, or if he ain't really bout shit, you know what I'm saying? Then move the fuck on. But don't just automatically come with a perceived mind with a mindset of, okay, if he doesn't have this, this, and this, and this, and that, I'm not fucking with him. I'm not fucking with him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, no, I don't work a 9 to 5. We're talking about me now. No, I don't work a 9 to 5. But does that mean I'm not a man? I feel like a man every time I go to Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo feels like I'm a man. Because every time I walk in that bitch, they know me by name and they call me Mr. Green. So Wells Fargo feels like I'm a man. Every time I pay my mortgage, they feel like I'm a man. But because I'm not getting up and punching a clock, in your mind, I'm not a man? Why? Anybody who knows me knows I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't sell drugs, never have. Never have. Actually, no, that's not true. I think I sold dope for maybe a week and I got fired. Real shit. and my old so-called dope man is on my Facebook page. Cause he said, nigga, you don't even know what the fuck you doing, man. Get the fuck out of here. Like, that's exactly what he told me. Real shit. I tried to sell dope for a week. He said, man, you don't even know what the fuck you doing, man. He said, you finna get us card, you finna get everybody card. He said, you know, you run around here telling jokes and shit. He said, go to California and be a comedian. He said, that's what you do. He said, you ain't got no business out here. And I'm like, I think I'm probably like the first dope boy in history to ever get fired. I got fired. And I left that shit the fuck alone and packed my bags and I moved out of Tampa. You know what I'm saying? And that's the God's honest truth. And I love him for it and I thank him for it because I could have been somewhere else. You know? Sorry, I got off track for a second. Back to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Bottom line, the moral of the whole story is that females, ladies, stop having an expectation of a man and what you think that a man should be and what a man can do for you. I feel like this. Get your shit together first. Make sure your shit is straight. Make sure your shit is... And I feel like if you got a car, a job, you raising your kids by yourself, you doing the damn thing, you know what I'm saying? I can understand if you don't want a man who just gonna sit at home and play Xbox all day. I can dig that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want a man who just gonna sit at home and play Xbox all day, you know what I'm saying, while you have built a dynasty on your own, and now, you know, you want to incorporate somebody else into your life, but all the nigga do is just sit at home and just twiddle his thumbs and watch Maury and shit, you know what I'm saying? Soon as you come home from work, man, he telling you about fucking the stories, man. Oh boy, baby, did you see Steve Wilkos? You know what I'm saying? Like this shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You coming home from work, he talking to you about fucking Steve Wilkos and shit, you know what I'm saying? The Jerry Springer. Oh, baby, man, you should have seen Jerry Springer. Oh, no, you was at work. That's what. Okay. No, but did you see Steve? Okay. No, you was at work. You didn't see the Steve Wilkos show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want nobody like that. You don't want nobody like that. So, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you come on board, he's telling you about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this. But that's only if he has not brought anything to the table. You dig what I'm saying? You feel me? Some households does not require two incomes. Real shit. I feel like, let's just say like you know, your husband or boyfriend or whatever. Let's say he sued somebody. Let's say he sued somebody. You know what I'm saying? Got a very nice settlement out of it. And your household does not require two incomes, but you're working just to keep a steady paycheck coming in, even though your household right now, because of this big settlement that he has, does not even require that you have a two-income household. Is he still not a man because he's not working? Think about that now. Think about that. Let's say he brought in the settlement for $100,000. So at this point, your household went from needing a two-income household to really only needing one, if that. And he decides to sit his ass at home because he got a nice little settlement and he wants to sit at home and chill, chase his dream, whatever the case may be, and you work a 9 to 5 just to keep a steady paycheck. Is he still not a man? I think that's something to think about. You know, but that's just a broad scenario. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's a lot of different scenarios. You know what I'm saying? And and another thing, I feel like a man is not defined by a car, by a house, by jewelry. You know what I'm saying? A man is not defined by none of that. Me being a man is simply knowing who you are. Fuck what them females talking about. Being a man is simply knowing who you are. It's a lot of homeless men on the street who are men because they know who they are. They know. Real shit. I seen a guy on the corner. He had a "Voila, I need a beer" sign. Straight up. And I respected him for that because he just kept it real. Voila, I want a beer. I want a beer. I'm not applying myself trying to get out of this homeless situation that I am. I want a beer. And he knows who he is. He knows he's the alcoholic who's fucked up his life and who wants a beer. To me, that's a man because he knows who he is, and he's at least he's honest with himself. But in the minds of society, he's not a man because he's not working, he's not doing this, he's not doing this, he's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? But in my eyes, he's definitely a man because he knows he's just a lazy ass motherfucker who just wants a beer. Honesty. I love honesty. I crave honesty. I fuck with honesty the long way. You dig what I'm saying? So I will wrap up this video. I'm definitely interested in seeing some of the responses that may or may not come up in this video. Definitely, man. And I just feel like you know, some valid points were made on this post that I made, and I'm definitely intrigued by the conversation. But at the same time, I feel like it's time for females to hear the male's perspective. You know, if a female wants to make a rebuttal video and give me her take on it, hey, I definitely watch it and respond, and you know, we can do this again. But as far as I'm concerned, I just feel like, you know, females really need to stop that shit, you know what I'm saying, in reference to having all these expectations for a man, but then we can't have those same expectations of you. Because when a man, because real shit, it's kind of crazy, because when a man looks for a woman, we just look for a bitch who got a nice face, nice ass, nice titties, you know what I'm saying, and who's fine as fuck. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck what your financial situation is like. So why can't we get the same from y'all? We don't give a fuck what your financial situation is like. Straight up. Because we gonna take all that out of pussy taxes. That's what we gonna I'm real. We gonna take all of that out of pussy payments. I'm gonna tell you right now. See, ladies, some of y'all don't even understand. I know I said I was gonna wrap it up, but fuck that. Some of y'all ladies don't even understand the power of the pussy. And I know I'm saying some shit right now that a lot of fellas just want to go at my head. They're gonna want to cut me off and want to go at my head. But ladies, if you really want to be smart, understand the power of the pussy. See, when you do this too much, that's gonna make a nigga want to say fuck you and leave you the fuck alone. If you put that pussy on him and you know how to cook, you won't even have to say nothing. Then you could sit your ass the fuck at home while he fucking goes out and busts his ass and takes care of you. You won't even have to say anything. See, if women understood the power of the pussy, and if women understood that the pussy, I don't care what the fuck what a nigga say, the pussy is power. Pussy, ooh, I'm just thinking about pussy. Ooh, whoa. Ooh, just think about pussy right now. It gives me goosebumps. Ooh, so good. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, so nice and warm. Ooh. If women understood the power of the pussy, quarter by shot. Ooh, maybe want to speak in tongues. Ooh, Korobashata. If women understood the power of the pussy, if y'all understood the power of this, the pussy, y'all can get whatever the fuck you want. But some of y'all want to give up the pussy, still run your mouth, still have all these expectations, and sometimes all you really gotta do is put that pussy on them. That's all you. Sometimes I'm not all niggas. Not all niggas is like that. Not all niggas. Some niggas don't give a fuck how good the pussy is. You know what I'm saying? They still, they still want you to do a little something. You know what I'm saying? But then you get some niggas, man, that if you just put that pussy on them, real good. I'm talking about real good. I'm talking about got that nigga fuck. I'm talking about making his toes throw up gang signs and shit like, ooh, girl, ooh, girl, ooh, ah. Yeah. Nut right on the butt. He'll do whatever you want to do. Real shit. Real shit. I'm the type of nigga that when it's time for me to nut, I turn into a goddamn cartoon character. Do you understand me? Shit. When it's time for me to nut and that shit start feeling real good, I turn into a goddamn cartoon character. Like, I hate that rabbit. I turn into a goddamn cartoon character. You know what I'm saying? Bleep, 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 bleep. Woo! I'm finna call one of my hoes. I done got horny. Oh shit. Oh.